How to build a dog walking website completely for free in Elementor, the ultimate guide including hosting and domain creation. Hello friends, my name is Igor from Galiki Digital. In today's video I will show you how you can create this kind of website, a dog walking website for yourself or for someone business for free in Elementor, and this will be the complete guide from scratch, basically from start to bottom. You will learn how you can easy set up your hosting and domain, and also how you can create a mobile friendly free one-page based template in Elementor. The first thing we need to do, we need to set up our hosting and domain. So in order to do that, we need to visit fastcomet.com. And by the way, all the links will be included in the description. And this is the hosting provider that I've been using in years. It's very stable, it's very solid, it's pretty much affordable, and it's fast. Okay, it has great customer service, and this is my recommendation for today. Okay, and yeah, so let's click on the start now. And now we have 3 plans. Since we are building our website on one page based template on Elementor, we don't need very advanced plans. So we're gonna choose Fast Cloud. It costs only $2.95 per month. Click on the Get Started. And now, if you have already domain, just type your domain address. If not, click on the register domain and type your website address here. Choose your extension that you want. For training purposes, I will go with .com. But if you are based in Ireland, this is very easy to transfer from .com to .ie. So don't worry about this. Basically, we go with the website name walkdoggo.com and click on the use this domain. And now we need to fill in all informations, okay? First name, last name, email, etc. And also master password. This is very important field. Just don't forget your master password, because this will give you the access to FastComet admin panel. So it's very important, okay? And scroll down. Once you fill in all information, scroll down and you will see product information. Click on the data center location and choose the nearest server that is available to you. So for example, if I'm living in Ireland, I will go with London, because this is the nearest country. And if you're living in United States, then go with the nearest state. If you're living somewhere in Europe, then choose the nearest country. In my case, because I'm living in Ireland, I will go with London. This is the nearest country, and also it can improve the time to first byte, and also it can improve the website speed. So this is very important. Don't mess it up. That's London. And now the period, that how long you want your website to be live, how long you want business with the FastComet. For training purposes, I will go with the 1 month, but my recommendation is go at least for 24 months or 12 months, depending how much you have budget. And also I will uncheck the domain privacy, but for you, I would strongly suggest to keep this checked. Okay, it costs only $3.95 per year, but what it does, it protects you from bad guys, from scammers, spammers, from thieves. So it's very important. Okay, now I'm gonna just uncheck this. Now the credit card, just type your credit card number, etc., CVV, and let me just fill all these informations, and I will see you next in the next 2 seconds. Okay. So guys, congratulations, you just newly created your website domain and you set up your website hosting. Now let's just click on the client login. You should get email within like 5 minutes. So just click on that email, it will verify for you. And once you verify your email, you're ready to go. Click on the client login and just put your master password previously created and click on the login. And now you should see your panel dashboard, your admin dashboard. So let's scroll down and let's choose the cPanel. Okay, here it is on the right side. It's the cPanel. There is your website, newly created website, and here is the cPanel. Click on that. Type again your master password and click on the proceed. And now you should see the cPanel. cPanel is very important. It will allow you to manage basically everything like email accounts, forwarders, DNS networks, domains, extra domains. Like it's very important. So first on, we should install SSL. SSL is a secure socket layer that this is like on the left side. This is the SSL certificate. So it's kind of like gives you a lock icon. So it improves the security over your website. Okay, so let's click on the Let's Encrypt SSL. It should be in the Security tab. Let's encrypt SSL. And now we should see our website. Okay, so let's just scroll down a little bit and see Actions. Okay, it's under the tab Actions. So let's click on the issue. And now we have to choose HTTP 01. Let's click on the issue. Okay. So what it does, it will install SSL certificate for us. So the SSL certificate is now installed. Just go back, just click on that. It will just bring us to the home of our cPanel. And now just scroll down and we should see something under the Softaculous app installer, WordPress. Click on the WordPress and now just click on the install now. And now choose the HTTPS, and you have like two options basically, like with www or without www. I prefer like without, so we're gonna leave it for now. You can choose this one if you want, but I prefer this. HTTPS walkdogo.com. In directory, we don't want any directory, so just delete this. And now let's go type your website name, so walkdogo. That's okay. And now admin account. Okay, so this admin username and admin password will allow you to get to the WordPress dashboard. Okay, so it's very important to not lose it. Okay, so in this case we're gonna use like admin, and the password the password should be quite complicated and difficult to guess. So I suggest just click on the blue key. It will generate the password. And the admin email, just use your most active email. Okay, and select language. That's your language website. So if you are using like this in different language, you can use different language. I will leave it like as it is. And now the select plugins. Click on the loginizer and classic editor. So let's click on the install, and it should install the WordPress. Okay, so after a while you should see something like this. Congratulations, the software was installed successfully. Click on the administrative URL, which will bring us to the WordPress dashboard without putting any like login details. And there you are. That's your back end. Like this is like your whole administrative panel of your WordPress website. So if you click here, that's your like newest created website. It's very basic, as you can see. Okay, so first one, I will just update this. What we have, like the classic editor. Just click on that, select all, just update plugins. Keep always your plugins updated. Okay, and now we should also like start cleaning everything. Let's actually go to the permalinks. Okay. And I'm gonna choose the post name. The reason is this will give us a very simple URL. Okay, instead of some numbers, we can get like very simple URL. Click on the save changes, and now let's actually go to the general walkdogo. I'm gonna just put the tagline, just a short explanation. It is very important. Don't do anything with this or this one, because you will get error or like white screen of death. Now the administration email address is correct, so just leave it as it is and just click on the save changes. Okay, great. Now let's go to the pages, all pages, and let's select all of these pages. Click on that one. This will select all. Click on the bulk actions and select move to trash and click on apply. And now click on trash, select once again, click on the bulk actions and delete permanently. We don't need them. So now what we need to do, let's actually create our page, like our first page. Click on the add new, and in this field type home, and just move your cursor to the right side and click on the publish. Okay, and what we need to do, let's actually go to the settings once again and reading, and we're gonna set our home page as a home. Okay, go to a static page, click on this one and select home and click on the save changes, but also you can click on this one, which will discourage search engines from indexing this site, which means that it will prevent Google or any other search engines from seeing your website, which is okay because you are building your website. And after once you finish your whole website, you can just uncheck this. So click on the save changes. And now let's actually go to the appearance themes. And now what we need to do, we need to install the proper theme that will handle the Elementor drag and drop builder, okay? In this case, let's actually hover over this one, which says add new theme. Click on that one. And now on the right side, you should see something like search themes. Click on that. And we're gonna type hello. And hello is the hello from Elementor itself. So actually we can install this theme. So let's click on the install. And now once it's installed, click on the activate. And now if you're gonna preview, here you can preview your website, click on that. And just once again, yep, refresh, and we can see our website. So let's actually go to the dashboard. And now what we need to do, we need to set up our menu, okay? Our menu links, our navigation. So let's actually go to the appearance, and it's here, menus, click on that. And let's create our first navigation, which is top navigation menu. And let's actually go there and click on the create menu. Now, once our menu is created, actually go to the custom links, and now we can set up our custom links, okay, our custom navigation. So we have hashtag home, and the link text will be home, and I'm gonna explain you in the next minute what it does, okay? And let's click on the add to menu. The next one will be about, add to menu as well. The next will be services. The link text will be services. The next will be rates. And the last but not least will be contact. So once we created our navigation, let's go to the display location and let's click on the header. Okay, let's check the header and let's click on save menu. So what this hashtag means, okay, when we gonna click on some of the navigation link, it will bring us to this section. That's why one based page template is different from other types of design, because it has only one page, and these sections are kind of like anchors, okay? So whenever we click on home, it will scroll with us to the home section. And hashtag is, in other words, is ID. So it's the ID of the section named home. And I'm gonna just explain you later how you can set up everything, okay? So don't worry about this. So what we need to do, we need to go to the plugins and click on the installed plugins. And now we need just to check these plugins that we don't need, which is Akismet Anti-Spam and Hello Dolly, and click on the bulk actions and select delete and click on apply. Yes, we want. And now let's actually go to add new. And now we are going to install the core plugins the very essential plugins that comes with Elementor, and they are built for Elementor. Okay, go there on the right side, and we're gonna just install the main boss, which is Elementor, and click on the install now. Okay, and now let's actually go there and click on the Elementor header and footer builder. Click on the install now as well. And let's go and find premium add-ons for Elementor. Install this. And let's type, instead of Elementor, let's type Royal Elementor. And it should give us Royal Elementor add-ons. Click on install now. And now we are going to install another one, which is contact form. Okay, so this is like the contact form that will handle emails and etc. And this is the contact form 7. Click on the install now. And by the way, all the links will be included in the description for the plugins and other, so don't worry about this. And let's actually find another one, which is sticky header Elementor. And I'm gonna just explain you everything in the next chapters. And this is it. That's the one. Click on the install now. Okay, folks, so now go to the installed plugins on the left side. And let's actually check these plugins that are not highlighted. Go to the bulk actions and let's click on the activate and let's click apply. What it does, it will activate in one all plugins. So now we are pretty much ready to dig into the Elementor. So if you are ready to start cracking in Elementor, let's go and let's create our header, okay? So what we need to do, go to the appearance, Elementor header and footer builder. And now we can see like there's no templates found. So let's click here, add new. And we're gonna just skip it for now. And now let's actually, inside the field, let's add header. And type of template, click on the select option and we're gonna choose header. And now display on, we're gonna choose entire website. And user roles, click on the select and choose all. And enable layout for Elementor canvas, check this. And now click publish on the right side. And once again, we're gonna click on under the appearance Elementor header and footer builder. Click on the add new, and we're gonna create footer, which is our bottom. And we're gonna select option, and we're gonna choose footer. Select, and we're gonna choose entire website. And user roles, select all, check this, and on the right side, click on the publish. So, ladies and gentlemen, we need to set up our header. And in order to set up our header, and in terms of design, once we created our header, let's go to the Elementor header and footer, which can be found in the Appearance tab on the left side. Click on that and choose header, okay? And click on the header. And now you should see a big blue button saying Edit with Elementor, and click on that. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have our Elementor, which is drag and drop builder. And on the left side, you can see widgets, okay? Widgets that can be drag and dropped over right side, which is our website. So actually, before we can dig into the Elementor, let's set up our global colors and global typography, okay? Fonts, basically like font families. Click on this 4-line icon on the left side and click on the site settings. And now choose global colors. We're gonna set up first global colors. And we have primary, secondary, text, and accent. So the hex color is this one. I'm gonna just copy and paste everything. And you can basically just set up all of your primary and secondary colors that you have in mind or somewhere in design template. So the next thing, I'm just gonna copy and paste the secondary color, which is in this case is this one. You can click here and it will add automatically another variable. Okay. In this case, we have this color. And we can just basically what we can do is go to the text. I'm gonna just copy and paste once again. I'm gonna just bring it down. And the accent color will be this lovely pinky color. Okay, so once we set up our global colors, we can click on the update at the bottom left. And now let's click on this arrow, which will bring us to the previous section. And let's click on the global fonts. Now we're gonna set up all typography. So let's click on the primary, on the blue pencil icon. And now click on the family. And Elementor comes with like various of free Google-based and Google host fonts, and you have like loads of choice. Like you have like plenty of choice to actually choose like your favorite font. So let's actually go there and just type in this case Open Sans, and we're gonna just set the weight font for 500, and that's okay. Just click outside of this box, and now choose the secondary. I'm gonna just type once again Open Sans, and I'm gonna make it bold, okay, which is 900. Like the 100 is very like light font, which is in this case, and bold font is like fat font, okay, it's the fatty one, the fat font. So that's okay, and let's click here actually, and the text will be Open Sans as well. And by the way, you can mix these fonts like as you wish, but like the good rule of thumb is just to use one font family, okay? So like what I do, like basically just only use Open Sans. But if you must, use maximum 2 font families, okay? No more. And let's click on the update. Once we set up everything, let's click on the update. And actually I will just, before that I will go to the accent and I will choose the style to normal, and the weight will be 900, and click on the update. So now once we set up our font, let's click on the arrow and let's close this. So another chapter, another adventure. Let's actually start creating our header, okay? So click on the red plus button saying add new section. And now we're gonna select our structure. So these structures, they are based on columns and on basically on grid, okay? On grid, kind of similar to what I have here. But sometimes they are not equal, so we need to choose the equal, like the same width. In this case, we have like 3 blocks. So we need to choose 3 equal width blocks. So click on that. And now we go to the style. On the left side, click on the style, it's the second tab. And we're gonna choose background type to classic. And now you can set your color as you wish. Like you can choose any color you want here. It will be changed here. But since we have created our global colors, previous chapter, we can click on the custom and choose our global colors. In this case, I'm going to use extra, okay, which is this one. So now let's go to the layout And let's choose height. Okay, and let's click on this and let's choose the minimum height. And let's bring this minimum height to 120. Okay, and now we can actually go and click on the grid icon, which will bring us to the widgets section. And let's actually, inside the search widget field, let's type LOGO. And we should see something like site logo. Just drag and drop over on the left side, to the left block. And now inside here, actually on the site logo, click on the custom image, select yes. Click on the add image. And we're gonna just drag and drop the image, which is in this case, the logo. So once we drag and drop our image, we can go to the right side and inside the alt text, let's actually describe what this image is. And this is very important for SEO, for Google stuff, because crawlers and Google will know what is this image in this case. Okay, so let's actually just put the walk doggo logo. Okay, and let's actually go and click on the insert media, which can be found here. And now you can see our logo, right? And just let's choose the alignment to the left, which will do nothing, but we're gonna keep the alignment on the left. And now go again and click on the grid icon. And now we're gonna type something like NAV. And we're gonna choose the second position, which is navigation menu. Just drag and drop over here. And now I'm gonna just choose the layout. And we're gonna keep the layout alignment to the center. Okay. And now, as you can see, like logo is okay. Logo is okay, but the navigation is not like stretch. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to change the width of each of these blocks. So in order to change the width, what we need to do, just hover here until you see something like this. Okay, and just hold your left button, you hold left mouse button, and bring it to the left side until maybe like 21% on the left and 45%. And we will do the same thing with the right side. Okay, 21% on the right. And now this will be like 57%, and this will be 21 and 21, and this should give us 100%, which is like total width. Okay, so now go to the style, click on the style, and we're gonna change the text color, which is in this case is just our global color, which we have chosen previously, but we're gonna click on that and we're gonna just bring it to the left side. Okay, and now there you are. It's visible, it's beautiful. So now let's go and let's click on the grid icon. And now we're gonna just drag and drop our button to the last block. And now, as you can see, like it's pretty much okay, like it's saying like click here. It doesn't make any sense. So we're gonna just use our HTML built-in feature, okay, which is in this case, I'm gonna just copy and paste the phone number. That's not my phone number, just come up with this phone number. And the link, I'm gonna just delete the hash, and I'm gonna just put TEL, which is a shortcut from telephone, and I'm gonna use colon, COLON, and I'm gonna just paste the number, but I'm gonna just paste it without any gaps, any spaces. And basically, the alignment will be, in this case, right. And I'm gonna just change the size to medium bottom. And now what I can do, I'm gonna just change this color. Go to the style, and let's change the color. And I'm gonna just bring this color back to the left, okay? And now I'm gonna just choose the border type to solid. And I'm gonna set the border width to 3 pixels white. And the color will be white as well. And now this is what we are calling, web designers, we are calling this button ghost button, okay? Because it's kind of like semi-transparent and it's white, and that's the web design terms, okay? So it's a called ghost button. Now I can change the state of this button once it hover. So let's click on the hover. And as you can see, there's nothing happens when I'm gonna hover over the button. So let's change this. Let's click on the background type, classic. Let's change the color to the accent. And let's change the border color to the accent as well. So now, once I hover over the button, it gives me the indicator that this is the button that will do something once I click on this. So let's just save the changes by clicking on the green button saying update. And there you are, you just set up your header. Congratulations. Okay folks, so now we need to go back to our WordPress dashboard. Okay, so let's click on this icon. Let's click on the exit to dashboard. And now we are being teleported to our WordPress dashboard panel, administration. And now what we have to do, let's actually go to the pages, all pages, and let's click on the home. And will be the same story. We're gonna click on the edit with Elementor. So now what we are going to do, we are going to create our home, okay, with this nice funny fella. And on the right side we'll see like something like professional dog walking Dublin, like this is like the content area. The first thing what we need to do, go to the section, click on the plus and add new section. And we're gonna select the whole full width section. And in this case, let's actually go there and go to the style. And I'm gonna just change the background type to, the background overlay. Click on the background overlay. And we're gonna change this to the classic. And now I'm gonna just choose the image. So once I choose my image, and in this case we have the funny pug, and we can actually go and use this image, okay? So let's just, and by the way, this like images, they're coming from Charles Deluvian. I think like my pronunciation is correct. And also let's just put the alt text. Don't forget about alting your text, which is pug funny dog walking Dublin. And let's click insert media. Here it is. And now we cannot see anything, right? Because the image is under the viewport actually. So let's actually go to the color, and we're gonna choose the primary color. Okay. So now in this case, what we need to do, go to the position, and we're gonna set the position to bottom left. And now we can see something, but this is like too big. So we need to change the size. So let's click on the size, and we're gonna just change the size to maybe contain. And now we have like many duplicate pugs. So let's actually change this to repeat to no repeat. And now we can see our very tiny fella. So let's just actually enlarge, like make it like bigger. So let's actually go to the custom, and I'm gonna just change the width to basically 50. And now I'm going to click on the layout, and we're gonna set the minimum height, and you can set the minimum height to whatever you think. But in this case, since this is like a large section, we're gonna set this actually to the fit to screen. So it will give us like the very large full height size. Okay, so let's actually go there, and I'm gonna just change the background overlay, and there's like opacity, and I'm gonna just bring the opacity to the right, which will give us the 1. 1 means 100%, and 0.5 means 50%. That's for the future. Okay, and now what we can do, we're gonna just click on the CSS filters on the on this pencil, and let's just change the saturation to black and white. But also what it will do, it will change the saturation of this one, of our home. So we can just actually keep this like this. Okay, you can also mix the home. So for example, I can just click on that one, and I can just click on the background type classic, and I can select the color to primary. Okay, and I can just select the background overlay and click on the color. I'm gonna just set it transparent. Okay, it will be the same thing, but now these two colors, they're independent. Okay, so I can just set the CSS filters, I can set the contrast and saturation without losing the hue of the background. Okay, so I think that's correct, and just let's increase the contrast, let's increase the brightness, and yeah, there you are. So now what we need to do, go to the grid, and let's bring the heading, okay, to this side. And now I'm gonna just copy and paste the professional dog walking Dublin, and I'm gonna just change the HTML tag to H1. And let's actually go to the sections, to the section, edit section, click on that, and we go to the layout, and we're gonna change the HTML tag to section. And the reason is because we are building our website, and this is based on one page based template. There will be multiple headings, and the very good rule of thumb when you are designing website is always keep your heading 1 displayed one time on the each subpage, which means that the home should have only one heading 1, and headings are kind of like chapters, chapter titles in books. So that's how you can just think about the headings. So heading 1 is the most important heading, and you should have only one heading per subpage. The heading 2 is the subheading of the heading 1. So yeah, that's how you can keep your website organized. Okay, so let's go back and let's click on this one, and we're gonna increase the size, okay, because it's very tiny. So click on the style, and let's click on the typography on the pencil, and we're gonna set the size to actually 100, and we're gonna change the weight to 900. And now let's go to the text color, click on that, and we're gonna just make it white. And now, as you can see, it says professional dog walking Dublin. We need to add a second column. So hover over here, click on the right button, and select add new column. And now just click on the left button and bring it over on the left side, or whichever side you think. And we're gonna change the width, like the same story like we did with the header. So let's click here, and we're gonna change the width to actually maybe 70%. Okay, So professional dog walking Dublin, let's click on the grid icon again. And now let's just click on the text editor and we're gonna bring it under the heading. And now I'm gonna just copy and paste the dummy text. And we're gonna change the text color, so by clicking here, and we're gonna bring this color to white, change the alignment to left. Once again, click on the grid icon, and we're gonna just bring the button under the dummy text. And instead of click here, we're gonna change to about. And now the link will be with the same story like we did while we were creating custom links. So we need to put the hashtag about. Okay, so now let's click on the size and choose the maybe large button. Okay, let's actually go to the style, click on the pencil, and we're gonna change the transform to uppercase. And let's click on the hover, and let's give some the text color will be white while we will hover over this, and the background type color will be, actually let's go there and let's click on this one. Okay, boom, there you are. Let's click on the update, and now let's refresh our website, and there you are. One more thing, that you should see something like this black bar. Okay, let's go to the dashboard. Let's go to the users, all users. Click on your user and click on the edit. And let's find the show toolbar when viewing site. Uncheck this, scroll down and click on the update profile. And now the black bar should gone. Yep. Okay, and now we have just like this kind of thing. Okay, so let's go back to the Elementor home. Let's click on these three things and click on the exit to dashboard. So let's actually go to the all pages. Let's go to the home and let's click on the Elementor canvas. So the next thing what we are going to do, we are going to set up about page. So stay tuned. So ladies and gentlemen, let's just proceed to the next chapter, which is creation of about. And about has an image slider. This is like actually the image carousel. So what we can do is we can just scroll and click on the new section. We're gonna add the new section, and we're gonna just select the full width structure, which is this one. And now click on the plus sign, which will bring you automatically to the widgets. And we need to find the carousel. And in this case, it's the image carousel, which is the first position. Just drag and drop over here. And now on the left side, you should see like gray box. And it's like thumbnail 150 by 150. And we're gonna just add the images that we want to be displayed as in the image slider. So let's click on the plus. So once we drag and drop our images, they are automatically selected. You can unselect them, and you can just bulk select if you want by holding on Mac Alt and just clicking. And also like they can be clicked individually, okay? But in this case, I'm gonna just put some alt text. Don't forget about alt texting your images. Okay, so let's click on the create new gallery, and now we can set the captions if you want, but in this case I'm not gonna use any captions. So let's click on the insert gallery, and now you should see like small thumbnails 150 by 150 pixels. We can change the size to full size by clicking here inside the image size. Click here and choose the desired size, which is in this case is full size. And we're gonna just click on the slides to show. We're gonna just show one slide one image per slide. And now I'm gonna just get rid of the navigation by clicking just here and selecting only arrows. And I'm gonna just select here, just check additional options and where you can change the effect on your carousel. In this case, we are using slide. You have just two options like slide and fade. Just experiment with these two, stick with it. And yeah, at the meantime, I'm gonna just leave it as a slide. And now let's go to the style. And I'm gonna just increase the size of my arrows just to be much more clear and visible for visitors. And now just click on the update. So basically now I'm going to create this thing, okay? So let's click on the grid section once again. And let's bring the heading under the image carousel. I'm gonna just copy this and change the HTML tag to H1. Click it once again and click on the text editor, bring it down under the About Us. And now we have to click on the grid icon again, select the button and change this to services. And same story, hashtag services. And the size will be medium. Oh, sorry, no, large. So now we need to increase the size of our heading one. Go to the style, typography, 100 pixels, and we're gonna change the weight to 900. So now what we need to do, we need just to create some kind of like overlapping effect using our background. So let's choose our heading, click on the pencil, let's go to the advanced, and let's click on the background. And now I'm going to set the background type to classic. I'm gonna change the background color to white. And let's click on the advanced and let's unlink these two values. And the padding right will be 20 pixels. Sorry, left will be 20 pixels. And the margin top, we're gonna bring this to, actually, let's put 225. And now you can't see anything because the Z index is not set. The Z index is the importance of like layers of, in this case, we have like layer 1, which is our carousel, and layer 2, which is our heading. So we need to make the, which one is more important to be seen first. Okay, in this case, Z index, we can just set it 5. Okay, and there you are, it's now visible. And I'm gonna just change actually the width of this one. Okay, so let's click on the positioning and let's set the width to custom, which is in this case is 610. Okay, and the same thing goes with the dummy text. So just give me a second and I will be right back. So now once I set up the padding for and margin for dummy text, I can just maybe bring it to the minus 115 and just top. Let's keep the top, the padding 20. Okay, and the right will be like 50. Okay, something like this. And now let's click on the services and let's click on the advanced, unlink these values, and it will be the same story. Minus 40. And Z index will be 5. And the margin actually from left will be 20 pixels. So let's click on the update. Let's refresh our website. And there you are, that's the About Us. And it's working. So now what we need to do, I'm gonna just increase the space between these two sections. So click on this one, which will select the whole section. Go to the Advanced, unlink these values, and we're gonna just set the margin top, which is 60 pixels, and the bottom will be 60 pixels as well. And the padding will be 60 pixels. Okay. Yep, perfecto. And the next step in the next chapter will be creating the services page. So now we are going to create our services page. So according to our web design template, we have just like a title section, and there under the title section there are 3 equal blocks. So it's pretty easy. The one thing that we need to do, just click on that one and add new section, and we're gonna choose just full width section. And now let's click on the style, and we're gonna set the color to our background type, which is classic, and the color is primary. And we're gonna click on the layout and set the actually minimum height to 250. So now let's click on the grid icon. Let's bring the heading here. Let's change the dummy filler to services, and we're gonna just set this to H1. Go to the style, bring it to the white, set the typography to the 100. Always keep consistent to your website as much as possible. The weight 900, and now go to the content and change the alignment to the center. Go back, text editor, drag and drop here. Same story, style. We're gonna just set this to the white, alignment center, and yeah. Click on the grid icon, and now actually we can go and create one more section, which is this section. Okay, these 2 sections actually will be split. So let's click on the add new section, select your structure, which is 3 equal blocks, and click on that, which will select the whole section. Click on the style, click on the classic, and change the color to primary. And now we are going to click on the grid, and inside the search widget, we are going to look for icon, ICON, icon box, drag and drop here. And now what you need to do, you need to upload your own SVG icons. If you don't have, there is a website called flaticon.com, and all the links will be included in the description. So let's actually click on that, and you have like 3 icons that you can choose. But if you have like custom icon that I have, click on the actually upload SVG and click on the enable, and now just drag and drop your SVG. So once you drag and drop your icons, let's actually go and let's choose the icon that we want and click on the insert media. Let's click on the view. Inside the view, let's click on the default and choose the stacked. And now we should see something like this. Let's go to the style, and let's choose the primary color to white, or no, sorry, the primary color to accent. And now click on the content and choose the title color to white, and we're gonna increase the size, and we're gonna make it capitalized maybe, or no, let's actually make it like uppercase. Weight is 900, and the description color will be something like this. Let's go back to content and change the title HTML tag to H2. And now let's actually change this to dog walking. Copy the dummy text. And now what you can do, instead of just playing like I did, you can just select the column, click on the right button and click on the copy and just paste as many times as you want. And just delete the columns that you don't need by clicking here. And now click on the icon box and just change your icon. So give me a second and I will be right back. Okay folks, so once we change everything, now let's actually go to the section and I'm gonna just set the minimum height to bring it maybe 600. And let's change the column position to the top, and we can just maybe decrease the minimum height to, let's actually put 500. So now go to the style, go to the background overlay, and we're gonna upload the flowers, okay, the flowers background. So let's click on the background type to classic and choose the image, drag and drop the image. And once you drag and drop your image, just don't forget about alt text, click on the insert media, and now just change the opacity as you wish. And we can just play with the, I think like it's okay. Actually go to the layout and I'm gonna just change the minimum height to 400 pixels. You can set it on fixed, but I don't recommend this. Okay, just keep on the scroll, change the position to bottom, maybe right, and click on the update. Okay, now let's preview our website. Yep. And now what you can do also, just click on the button, copy, and let's paste our button. And let's just change the alignment to the center. Go to advanced and just reset everything. Right button, mouse, copy, select your button and click on the paste style. And now click on the button and change this to ghost button if you want. So give me a second and I will be right back. So folks, I changed the buttons. Now we're gonna just change the text inside the button. So as a rates, and also keep hashtag rates. Okay, and click on the update. And there you are. That's the button. Everything is working except hover statements. So let's go to the style and let's click on the hover and let's change the hover to color accent. The same story with the border color. Just that, copy and paste style. Click on the update. And now everything is perfecto. So in the next chapter, we will be sorting out the testimonials carousel. The next step will be creating our testimonial. By the way, if you haven't subscribed my channel, please do it now. Hit the subscribe button. I would really appreciate this. Thank you so much. At the meantime, let's actually proceed. We have to create the testimonial slider. So the slider will be on the right and the heading will be on the left. So let's go to the section add new section. Let's choose actually the two half by half and half structure, and let's click on the style on the left side, and let's choose the background type to classic, and the color will be our accent color. Now let's go to the layout and let's click on the height and set the minimum height to 400, I think is okay. And now let's actually go to the grid icon and let's drag and drop the heading, and let's type testimonials, and let's choose the HTML tag to H1 and alignment to the left. And now let's click on styles and let's choose the color to white, and let's change the typography size to 100 pixels, and the weight will be 900, and let's change the column width to something like 40%. Okay, and now let's click on the plus area and let's search widget called testimonials, and let's drag and drop testimonial carousel. Okay, and now let's just delete the placeholders, and let's click on this one, which will be applied to our one testimonial, and let me just copy and let's fill in all informations. Okay, I will be right back. So let's actually go to the outer image, let's click on that, and now let's drag and drop, if you have, of course, if you have your clients portraits or avatars. So once you upload everything, just click on the design image, click on the insert media, and now let's just scroll down, and we have like 7 days, and we can also go to the settings, which are here. And now let's go and set the columns to 1. We want just one column to be displayed for this device, which is desktop. And now let's go and turn off rating. The reason is rating are kind of useless, and you know, like, why would you even put 3 rating star on your website? Like, you want to keep like as best as possible, right? If you have any like different opinion, let me know in the comment section. At the meantime, I will just go to the items, and now I will just add item, which means that I will add another testimonial. Okay, and I will be right back. So once I upload like all testimonials, now let's actually go to the settings once again, and we will turn off the pagination since we don't need this. And now I will just select icon, click on the select icon, and I will choose maybe this one. Yeah, it's much more clear. And let's go to the style, and inside the style you can change actually everything like regarding the testimonial. So let's go and let's change the navigation color, which will give us like white. That's okay. And let's increase the box size to 50 and the font size to 35, and we can actually change this color. I don't like this color. Let's go extra. Yeah, something like this. So it's working. Now I will just change the inside the content. I will change the title of the testimonial, which is professional, great, and etc. So let's go to the typography, and we will change this to 900, and we will increase the size to 25 pixels, and we will make it transform to uppercase. And let's go and change the color to maybe accent. Why not? Okay, and let's hit update. And you just nearly finished, and you have created testimonial. Congrats. And it's working. So in this chapter you will learn how to create a pricing table. So let's actually go to the grid icon, which will bring us to the widgets, and let's click on that one and let's create our section. And this will be almost same story like we did previously with services. So we can go and we can copy the whole section. So click on that right button and select copy. Let's scroll down and let's click and paste. And now go to this icon, edit section, and we're gonna change the style, okay? So it will be actually white. Now let's click here and let's change the color. So once we change our color, let's go and let's type rates, and let's bring alignment to the left. And it's the same story with the dummy text. And we can just click and delete this. Okay. So yeah, rates, I think it's better. Actually, give me a second, maybe no. Let's just keep this style and we will just use this one, okay? About us, services, testimonial rates. Yeah, okay. So now actually let's create another section and that will contain 3 equal width blocks. So let's find our pricing table. So inside the search widget field, let's type PRICING, and let's drag and drop premium pricing table to this side. Okay, and let's click on that, and now just the HTML tag will be H2, and just don't forget about changing the from H2 to H1, the HTML tag from this section. Okay, and let's click on that one once again, and now let's go to the price, and that's okay. The currency, we can just change this, but just maybe later. Like, it's up to you completely. You can just customize this as much as you want. That's just my vision. That's my example. So let's go to the display options, where you can uncheck and just hide some options that you don't want them, to be visible. So I don't want price, and I also don't want the badge, which is the ribbon. So now let's click on that once again, go to title, that's okay, go to feature list, and let me just copy and paste everything from here, okay? So now once I copy and paste everything, I can just look for maybe different fancy icon. Maybe some dog. Yep, there you are. So let's insert this and let's close this and let's click on another one. And now we have like text color. We can change the text color to primary if you want. I will go with secondary maybe, why not? And the same story is with the rest. Okay, and let's go to the style and let's go to the features, and we have like size and etc. So we can just change the size if you want. I will just change the spacing and the vertical spacing for maybe like at least 16. That's correct. And let's go to the button, and inside the button let's change the color to the white, and background type, to set it classic and set the color to accent. And inside the pricing table I will just go and I will type 3 walks per week. Go to the content if you can't find this, 3 walks per week, and let's go back to the style, and we're gonna change the typography of the title to 900, and we're gonna increase the size a little bit. And now set the background type if you want to maybe secondary. Now just set the color to white, and we can just play with this like as much as you want. Okay, now there is a padding. We can set the padding to top to 20 and the bottom, and it will automatically change the padding. Okay, so we can leave it as it is. So let's go to the content, display options. That's okay. And now inside the button, let's go and type sign up. And the link type will be existing page. If you don't have, because you are building this on the one based page template, click on the URL and just type hashtag and contact. Okay, go to the style, and we will just change the button hover statement on the, maybe on that one. No, on that one. No, let's skip this. Okay, and the color will be white. So click on the update, and let's just preview our website. That's okay. So now what we can do, we will just click on the edit column button, right button, and select the copy, and we're gonna paste this 2 times, or it's up to you how many times, and just delete the empty columns. And now I will just be right back. I will just change everything according to the design. Okay, so now once I change everything, I can go and click on the update and just refresh our website. And as you can see, it's perfect. And now we are pretty much done. And now we need to create the contact, the most important thing, okay? The most important section in the next chapter. So ladies and gentlemen, we are nearly there, and now I will show you how we can set up contact, a proper working contact form, okay? So let's actually go back to our WordPress dashboard by hitting this button, and now we need to go back to our hosting cPanel, and in the new tab, let's go to the email accounts, okay? Click on that. Okay, so let's hit create on the right side, and now set the username, which will be also our email address, and click on the send enter password, and click on the generate, and click on the create. Now you have a contact at walkdoggo.com, and hit check email. Okay, and now you can choose your default webmail client and click on the open. And now you should get something like client configuration settings for contact and etc. So these are the SMTP settings that you can use while using like Gmail account and etc. But what we are interested in, let's go and hit the WordPress dashboard. Let's go to the contact and select contact forms. And now let's click on the contact form and hit edit. Now here you can change your labels. So I will change labels to according to the design. So let's change this to name, email, and the subject or plan. We will put this like that, and put asterisk, which means that all fields are required. And instead of that, just delete this and hit drop down menu, okay? And set this as a required field, and type your subjects that visitor must choose, okay? So in this case, we have dog walking, vet visits, doc trainings, 5 walk, no, sorry, which is 3 walks, 5 walks, and 7 walks. Okay, and they must be one option per line, so you cannot put more like next to each other. They must be stacked vertically and one option only per line. So we have dog walking and etc. So click on the insert tag and now hit save. And also go to the mail and now hit the mail in the site title, hit the mail that you have copied previously, which is in this case contact@walkdoggo.com, and click save. And now we can just set like name, email, and etc. These are the fields that will be displayed inside your email. So let's go back to form and let's say, okay, that's your name, your email, and that's the plan. So we can just copy the menu 497. Click on the mail. Instead of subject, put this one. And also we can put something like here. So the subject will be immediately displayed as a subject that have been chosen. That's the name. That's the email. And that's okay. And hit save. Okay, so just copy this, go to the settings and hit the general. And here is the administration email address. So hit this as a contact@walkdoggo.com or any other email. Click Save Changes. And now you should get some like verification. So hit your round cube, in this case Webmail. Hit the WalkDoggo new admin email address and click this. So you will get, so the email will get the access to WordPress dashboard, and this will be the administration email address. So let's hit this, and now let's go back to the contact forms, and that's okay. Click on the edit, and we're gonna just change the name to contact and hit save. Now let's go back to the Elementor. So let's choose pages, all pages, and hover over the home and choose edit with Elementor. Now once you get in, just scroll down and hit the new section, just create the new section and select the whole structure and go to the style, click on the background type classic and choose the color to our primary color, go to layout and set the height to minimum height, and we're gonna set the height maybe to 550. And now let's go to the widgets and let's type in the search widget contact CONT, and we should get something like premium contact form 7. Drag and drop over here. And now select your newly created contact form. Go to the fields, change the height, change the text area if you want, the height of text area. Go to the style, go to labels, default font color, change it to white, input text color, change it to white, or no, sorry, actually to kind of like black or dark purple. Okay, go to button and set the background color to our accent, the color to actually white. Go to the content, set the button width, to 250, I would say, and the height maybe to 75 or no, like 50. Okay, the reason is we want this button to make it like very big and visible. Now hit update, and let's just scroll up. Let's copy our services section, the first section, by clicking right and just saying copy. Scroll down and right and paste. Just drag and drop from bottom to top and change the services to the contact. And hit the update. And one more thing, just hit the grid icon, just drag and drop image widget under the contact form, and we're gonna just drag and drop this lovely doggy. So once you drag and dropped everything, alignment to the center, click on update, and let's preview our website. Nearly finished. So let's test our email. I'm gonna choose the subject to 3 walks plan and hit the submit. Thank you for your message, it has been sent. So let's go back to our RoundCube webmail, and there you are. Walk doggo, 3 walks plan. We can see our plan, we can see our subject, we can see from whom, we can see when it was sent and the message body and etc. So the contact form is working. Now let's go and let's create some space between these 2 elements. So let's hit this, go to advanced, unlink these values and say that margin top to 60 pixels. Okay, and hit the doggo, advance, unlink this value and say -10. Oops, sorry, not here. The bottom to -10. Go and hit update. And now let's actually exit the Elementor for a while. Go to the exit to dashboard. And now we are going to set the last thing, which is the footer, and it will be only a very pink small bar, including your copyrights. So folks, let's actually go to the appearance, Elementor header and footer builder, hit that, and let's find the footer, click on this footer, and hit the edit with Elementor. And now you should see nothing, basically. Let's go and create the section, the full width section, hit the edit section, go to the style, and go to the background type, set the color to accent, which is pink, hit the grid icon and just hover the heading, and I'm gonna just type some copyright. And HTML tag, I'm gonna use just a span or P, whatever you think. And just alignment, set it to center, go to the style, and we're gonna set the color to white. And hit the update. And just refresh our website. And there you are. So we are almost there. We just create our website and it looks almost perfect. Now what I want to do, I just need to fix one more thing. Go back, okay, to the dashboard, and let's hit the pages, all pages, access to your home while editing with Elementor. And now we're gonna set all sections, all divs actually to the sections, okay, because I haven't done this previously. I just have done this for this section, HTML tag section, and it must be same with everything, okay? Because Google will be confused and other web crawlers might get confused. So let's hit the HTML tag and section, 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 and section. Okay, so in the next chapter you will learn how we can really link the navigation and the button with the section of our subpages, okay, of our content. So for example, if I'm gonna hit about, it will get me to the about, okay. So in this chapter you will learn how you can link the navigation with the section and also how you can create this sticky header, okay. So in order to do that, let's actually exit our Elementor home page, exit to dashboard. Let's go to the appearance, Elementor header and footer builder, and select header and click on the edit with Elementor. Now let's go to the section, okay, in this case we have this section only, and hit the edit section, which is this button, and click on the advanced. And now you should see something like sticky header effects. Hit that and hit enable. And now you can have different, you can play with the settings if you want. I will go and I will change hide header on scroll down and hit update. And now once we refresh our website, we can see it's following us. Okay. And I just need to fix the text, the navigation links. So let's go to the style and hover. I will just make sure that it's there, and I will just change the typography to hover. Yeah, that's okay. Maybe 600. And link hover effect, maybe I will just, that's okay, and hit the update. Okay, so let's go to the all pages, go to home and hit the big button saying edit with Elementor. We're gonna edit the home, and now what we can do and how we can link the navigation with the sections is pretty much easy. What we need to do, we need to actually create the empty section that will contain the menu anchor widget. So what I mean by that, okay, let's actually go and click. I'm gonna just delete this one for training purposes. Okay, so I'm gonna click on the plus sign, which says add section, and I'm gonna just add the full width section. And now I will go and hit the plus sign again on here, and I will look for a menu anchor. Okay, ANCHOR, menu anchor, and I will just drag and drop over here. And now I will put the ID without hashtag. So the ID in this case will be about. Okay. So now when I click on the about, it will take me to the about. Okay, and this is the same thing I have to do with the rest. So services, I will go there, I will create the new section that will be above the services, and I will just look for a widget which is menu anchor and drag and drop over here, but just before I need just to create the structure, and then widget which is menu anchor. Okay, and I will just type services, which the S is the big letter, and it must be same as we did here. Okay, so that's the same thing that we have done with the custom links at the like in the previous chapters when we were creating our custom links. Okay, they must be same linked, and they must be identical to our navigation. So the services, okay, and there is services. So that's how you can link your section with navigation. Okay, that's how you can actually activate a one page template. And now when I click about, it will take me to the about. When I click services, it will take me to the services. And as you can see, like there's some kind of like overlapping effect. And how you can fix this? Just by going to the edit section and increasing the padding between these two elements. And that's how you can actually link your navigation. In this chapter, you will learn how you can implement responsive web design. In this case, Elementor has a responsive mode. So in order to access to responsive mode, you need to hit this icon, responsive mode. Hit that and you will see three icons: desktop, tablet, and mobile. And once you click on the tablet, it will give you a viewport for tablets. Once you click on mobile, you will get a viewport for mobile. So we need to now actually go step by step and see which sections and what elements can be changed, okay, for this particular device. So let's start from tablets. So as we can see, the tablet is not quite nice. We can see there is some kind of issues. So let's fix this. Let's hit the edit column by hitting this icon, and let's change the column width to 100%. Now Elementor has some features that you can hide elements only on a particular device. So let's hit this, okay, by clicking this, and go to advanced, hit the responsive, and click on the hide on tablet. So this one will be automatically get hidden on tablet only device. So as you can see on the left side, when I'm hitting minimum hide, there will be some icon indicating where the styles goes, okay? So in this case, only this hide will be changed on tablet. If I will choose the responsive mode and I will hit the mobile, I will get the mobile icon. So you can manipulate styles, okay, and you can manipulate how they can be displayed on which device. So let's say I will just do that, something like this, and I will go to the style, and inside the background overlay, I will change the width, and I'll just change this to bottom right. Okay, and now let's scroll down and the about us. So now I will just go and I will just actually reset these values, okay? So let's go there and just unlink these values. And this will be applied only on tablets. Okay. And yeah, it's okay. And now the services, I want them stacked vertically. And also I will just increase some padding. So let's go to advanced, unlink these values and say padding right. And now let's hit the edit column and let's set the weight to 100% and hit the edit section. Go to the style, background overlay, and let's choose the repeat to no repeat. And that's okay. And now for the testimonials, hit the testimonial carousel, go to the settings and columns. I will choose only one column and the edit column, and I will set this to 100%. And let's go to the style. It's okay. Click on that one and change the alignment to the center and hit this edit column regarding the testimonials and set the column width to 100%. Now the rates, the same story, it will be aligned to the right. Okay, and hit the update. And this is like the same story with the mobile. Basically, you are going to fix the font size. So let's go to the style, typography, and I'm gonna just bring down the font size to, let's say, 45. And this font size will be only applied to the small devices. Okay. And one more thing, like how you can change the order for your columns on any like particular device. So let me just create an example. I will just create like 2 columns and I will just name them. That will be column 1 and that will be column 2. And let's say I want change the order on mobile. Okay, so for example, the column 2 will be first and the column 1 will be second. So what I need to do, I will just select the whole section, which is this one, and I will go to advanced, I will go to responsive, and now I should see something like reverse columns and hit that check, and now column 2 is first and column 1 is second. And now if I'm gonna browse my website on iPad, I will see the improvement, right? The improvement that will enhance my user experience. So as you can see, once we go to iPad version, we can see that everything looks correct, except maybe the pagination. So now what we need to do, we need to fix the button, okay? So let's go to our dashboard, hit the appearance, under the appearance, okay, and there will be Elementor header and footer builder. And let's go header, edit with Elementor. And now we are going to get rid of the, actually no, we are not going to get rid of, we are going to resize this button. So let's hit the responsive mode and tablet, and now hit this, and we're gonna just change the column width to 33% as well with the rest, so it will give us 99% roughly. Okay, and hit the update. And for the mobile, I will just make this disappear. So let's go to the advanced, hit the responsive and hide on mobile, and click on the edit column and set the width to 50%, so it will be aligned to the left, to the right, and this will be aligned to the right, to the left. Okay, so that will be 50 and this will be 50. Okay, and hit update. And now once we refresh our website, it's perfectly aligned to the right side, and this is working correctly. So we can hit the about is working, contact is working as well. So now I will just fix everything and I will show you the result. Okay. That's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, leave a like, leave a comment if you want. Have a great day, have a great night. Thank you so much for watching this video. Take care.